Welcome again. As always, this is Scott here doing a series on chess strategy. So far we have covered from queen sacrifices to attacks on the f7 square. In this video we will take a look at king safety and the potentially dangerous situation that can occur if you miss the opportunity to castle. Here we have Alekhine playing black, and feel free to pause the video at any moment and take in the position. And we will eventually see how black ultimately punishes white for not castling. Yeah, in the opening, white has, let me back up here. White has multiple times he could castle, probably 3 times, or he can castle and black only has a minimal advantage. And as we move through this opening, I'm not going to spend too much time. I'll point out those times where he could have castled, but we have a Sicilian defense here. And actually, here white could castle, and I think the game's all squared. Basically, black has reached equality, but he chose not to. c3, and the purpose of c3 is to eventually set up d4, and he's going to probably maneuver his knight back here to influence the center. And moving forward here, again, white could castle here, and black would only have a slight advantage. Instead, knight e3, and soon the center becomes opened, which is good if you're going to attack an uncastled king. And after bishop g4, white could castle here. So this is the 3rd time white could castle, with black only having a slight advantage. Instead, he picks the move f3, which weakens his square around the king. So that's the 3rd time. 3 strikes and you're out, apparently. Moves the bishop back to f5, and after knight e3, let's take in the position here. Feel free to pause the video and see how black sets up this nice attack on the king. Okay? Alright. Black chose the move queen a5 check. And the king has to move to f2. And first I want to show you another move besides queen a5 that would have worked. It's not as powerful of an attack, but it's still a good move, that being knight takes e3, and after the bishop takes, knight b4, looking to fork, basically forking the whole family here. but yeah, queen a5 was the move. Queen a5 check. Okay. King f2. King has to move out of place, because after queen a5 check, if bishop blocks, we have knight takes, bishop takes, and knight takes queen, and black wins a piece because the bishop is hit if the king takes back, or the rook for that matter. Or after queen a5 check, we have queen blocks. We have the same knight takes, queen takes, knight takes g2 check, king f2, knight takes, king takes, and black wins a piece again. So white wanted to avoid those variations and just played king f2. King f2, guarding the knight, guarding the bishop, you know, just basically that's what he was forced to play. Okay, and black plays bishop d to b4, most likely targeting this square, looking to check the king eventually. We have knight takes f5, queen takes, and we have g4 attacking the queen. And I know I covered this in the queen sacrifice video, but pay attention when your queen is attacked. Look to see if you can give up the queen for attacking purposes, maybe for an exchange. Just give it a little bit of thought before you quickly move your queen out of the way. You know, unless maybe if you're in a blitz game or something. Anyways, feel free to pause the video and see what black does. Okay, knight d3 check. and king g3 was played. Okay, and now black has a brilliant combination here for the win. Okay, in the form of knight takes d4, giving up his queen, and we will see after g takes f5, knight takes f5 check, king to g4. See, the king is already so far away from the defense of its pieces, and it's running out of squares right now. We have f5 check, the key move, and after king h3 we have a beautiful knight f2 checkmate. And all of these squares are covered. Okay, and if actually after h5 check, if king g5, then we just have the simple bishop h6 checkmate. And all of these squares are still covered. And so yeah, if we back up in summary, we have a Sicilian. White had a couple chances to castle and he didn't. The center opens up. Black executes a brilliant attack on the weakened king position and ends up sacrificing his queen for the king. Beautiful game. Another video. I'll be making another video coming up soon on weak squares, most likely. Using weak squares, identifying weak squares. Anyways, thanks for watching.